Usap-usapan ngayon sa social media ang bagong pasabog sa Diomanoy Shabu Laboratory ng SBSI sa Sitio Kapihan na pinamumunuhan ni Sr. Aguila. Hawak na daw ng mga senador ang mga ebidensya at testimonya ng mga testigo sa Diomanoy Shabu Lab na ipinatayo sa Kapihan Socorro. Ikinagulat rin ang mga pahayag ng kanilang abogado na siyang tumatayong tagapagsalita ng nasabing grupo.
That there were several Shabu laboratories inside the Kapihan.
Ikinagulat ng ilan ang pagharap nito sa Senado nitong bagong abogado dahil kilala ito sa lugar na tagapagtanggol ng mga mahihirap at naapi.
Ibang usapan yan, ibang usapan.
Your Honor, if I
Yeah, go ahead.
Your Honor, all of the issues raised here in this proceeding were also raised at the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Your Honor. And in a recent interview by Sangguniang Panlalawigan Bernal, he even said that he has in his own verified sources that the intention, the motive behind the ordinance, which basically copied the EO 49, which gave the power of the task force Kapihan to get the custody of the children, was based on personal motive of Mr. Adelito Sangco. That's what is in his interview, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Your Honors. I'm Attorney Hilary Olga M. Reserva, and I appeared
Sandali, reserva.
in Reserva.
So, si kanina, attorney, yung apo ng original
De La Peña.
De La Peña ka.
De La Peña.
Ito, reserva.
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
go ahead.
I appeared before the Sangguniang Panlalawigan because there was an ordinance created by the LGU of Socorro which exactly copied the EO 49. And we raised the following contentions that the ordinance violates not just the right to travel the members of the Kapihan, also that it exercised the calling out powers which belonged exclusively to the President, and also that it is partial and discriminatory in nature. And at that time, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, the Committee of Laws and Governance, gave them at least 30 days to produce any report from any fact-finding government agency. However, until this day, there was no report given which could prove that there were allegations of amassing firearms, that there were several Shabu laboratories inside the Kapihan. So by virtue of that, the committee headed by SP Bernal and the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Surigao del Norte rendered the ordinance as null and void and ultra vires for being speculative, baseless, and discriminatory in nature. That's all, Your Honor. Because she said that the reason why I'm stating the ordinance here, the proceedings in the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, because all of these forced marriages, the amassing of high-powered firearms, the creation of drug Shabu laboratories inside the Sitio Kapihan were all raised in Sangguniang Panlalawigan. They were given a lot of time to sustain the constitutionality of the ordinance. However, until now, they did not present any report from any agency, PNP, DILG, or CHR at that moment. That's why it was said to be speculative and baseless. Second, she said that they filed an involuntary commitment and it was not responded. However, Your Honor, they only filed the involuntary commitment petition after 2 months after gaining custody over the children. They filed the involuntary commitment after we filed the writ of habeas corpus. That's why it was a belated action, because normally you would file an involuntary commitment if you would want to get the custody of a child. However, they already had the custody of the child.
Kaya nga, aminado na nga si attorney at saka si mayor na talo talaga sila sa kaso nyo. Dahil
Yes.
nakuha nyo balik yung bata eh. Kahit na gaano kaganda ng intention ni mayor na i-hold yung bata para, yun nga, ang bata na nga lumayas eh. Ang bata na nga ang umayaw, pumunta sa kanila, na-rescue nila. Ngayon, because of due process, ginamit ang lahat ng legal processes, lumabas talaga sa korte, which is Dinisyon ng korte na ibalik sa parents yan dahil under the law, dapat ang parents talaga mag-custody ng bata, hindi yung mayor, hindi yung DSWD. So, yun nga, talo nga sila talaga. Talo sila, under the law.
Yes.
Talo. So,
The reason,
accepted
Mr.
na yan.
Chair.
Kahit anong intention nila, talo talaga. So, you're,
Mr. Chair.
what are you trying to establish, attorney?
The reason why I'm raising this, Your Honor, is because she said that they filed the involuntary commitment first, and it was not entertained by the court. However, upon summons, upon records would speak that they only filed 2 months after gaining custody of the children. That's why I want to set the
Kaya nga,
record straight.
talo nga talaga sila dahil they're always two steps behind you. Talo sila.
Mr. Chair.
Yeah, go ahead, Senator Risa.
Ang maganda lang po, Mr. Chair, and may I please also share my differing opinion with the attorney. Actually, may laban pa po yung mga bata dahil dinidinig po, iniimbestiga ng Senado. Yung mga gustong i-champion yung rights of the children, yung best interest of the child, bagamat sa mga prior processes, maaring hindi nabigyang daan yung kanilang hinihiling, pero dahil mga sa naunang ginawa ng NBI, naunang ginawa ng DOJ IACAT, naunang ginawa ng PNP, naunang ginawa ni na Mayor at ng MSWDO, nakarating sa amin dito sa Senado. And ibig sabihin, hindi na-uphold. And in fact, I would state it more strongly, nalalabag ang best interest of the child, nalalabag ang karapatan ng bata sa kasalukuyang sitwasyong kinasasadlakan nila sa kapihan, sa kamay ng SBSI. And one of the, dagang salamat kay Attorney Lepiten, we conduct these investigations in aid of legislation also. So kung meron po kayong ipapanukala na mas sumasaklaw na batas, we would be very interested to study that. At isa po sa mga aspetong binanggit nyo, yung rehabilitation. Actually, yun yung isang pending important matter ko sa DSWD. Kapag finally nga napatunayan na victim survivors ng human trafficking, for one, itong mga witnesses natin, kung merong program for rehabilitation and reintegration ng DSWD na maaasahang matanggap ng mga bata, ng kanilang mga pamilya. And in fact, yung ating mga child victim survivors, nananawagan sa mga kababata nila na nandun pa sa kapihan, na bumaba na rin, tumakas din. Kasi daw walang kinabukasan sila doon. Simula lang dun sa hindi sila pinapayagang makapag-aral. So I just want to, in this way, also express support for our committees and our chair, and speaking as his co-chair, na hindi pa tapos ang laban, may laban ng mga bata.